they? Read from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Yin, which is interesting. Loyal hearts. Deep knowing, and underneath we have never-ending story. Never-ending story ties in a little bit with the Six of Cups. Yin talks about being receptive, which might be tying in a bit to the advice given here, where compromise may be required in some way. You're going to have to learn to work together, which may mean not being so stubborn, not being so decided in what you want and pushing things forward. Maybe you have to kind of learn a bit about what the other wants and what the other needs and everyone else involved, and how it's all going to work. If you're completely single, Yin could mean, get out there, don't forget your feminine qualities, don't forget what it means to be Pisces, receptive. So even though you're going out there and getting it, you're kind of putting yourself out there, being determined, maybe seeing a few people. Sorry, I'm just trying to read this for a singles, and it's proving to be a challenge, in all fairness. It definitely feels like a couples reading. But, if you are completely single as a Pisces, like completely no attachments, then, again, I'm stumped. I don't know, I guess you're just determined in some way, and it looks like there's a lot of people that you're interested in, a lot of people that you could be fighting people off, maybe because you're just more focused on work, or someone could come in. Maybe a fire sign could come in. Most definitely, if someone comes into your life this month, it will be a fire sign. Most definitely. It could be an air sign. But it looks like it's going to be a fire sign, especially as we've even got, another fire sign here is a major arcana. But then, having said that, the magician is ruled by Mercury, so it could be that it could be kind of an air / fire sign, but you'd be very well suited. You'll match well. I think you're going to choose one. I just think you're going to choose one, or you're going to narrow it down, or you're going to see that it's going to take work, or it's a process, I just see you having fun this month with all the fire energy and you not being so in your emotions, and people seeing that. You could just be having a lot of fun. And maybe come the end of the month, you do actually get a bit sentimental about somebody. Possibly the fire sign. But anyway, Yin would definitely be saying, don't forget that you are your beautiful Piscean, lovely you. And that could be what actually attracts any new suitors. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. But yeah, sorry, I just noticed loyal heart. That's beautiful. Low heart definitely is for these two characters. The King and the Queen of Wands. A deep knowing. This again comes to Pisces. That deep knowing. It's almost your subconscious, the Six of Cups. You know, a deep knowing again is the Sun card, where your heart speaks to you. So listening to your heart is really important this month. Having a loyal heart, you know, working through the struggles if you need to. You may find someone this month that you genuinely feel a connection to. You may become really good friends at first, possibly. There could be a lot of talking at first, you know, maybe at first it's not that, it's quite intense, but maybe not that emotional, because maybe you're more focused on work. And maybe towards the end of the month you see, actually, yeah, I kind of am developing feelings. Maybe I do like you. I could see something special here, you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and read Never-Ending Story, number 37. So we've got self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. And we did say that we knew that it's going to take work. Whatever's going on is going to take work. We know that. But, you know, this is the ego as well, having to kind of let down your guard a little bit, not always fight for what you want, or maybe the other person, not always allowing the other person to always fight for what they want, and maybe that person's going to have to, or maybe you realise that, I think, that it's not going to work. The only way you can build on something in the future is by releasing some of that egotistical kind of I want, I'm going to have things my way kind of attitude, and being quite stuck in your ways, or being stubborn, basically. And that may be what the Never-Ending Story is about. So overall, it's for your reading. Oh, sorry.